What is going on right now? I don't think he's happy. Hey everybody, I'm Tucker Wetmore, and I'm on the Country Now Pupdate. I love dogs. I have a dog back home. My mom kind of adopted her. Her name's Whiskey. She's a border collie Aussie mix. I think one of these just farted. I'm excited. Yeah, in a lot of ways, I've been waiting a long time for this. You don't want no treat? Come here. In a lot of ways, I've been waiting a long time for this. And, yeah, I'm just mostly excited. A little nervous. But somebody once told me if you ain't nervous, you don't care. So, you know, I guess I'm just nervous in that sense. They're just lounging. Can you guys see those ones?
They're tired out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at first, I didn't want to use it as a title track because it was, I don't know. It was one of the easiest songs I've been a part of because it kind of just fell out on the paper because it's all real stuff. And, you know, it was just a bunch of dudes sitting in a room wearing our hearts on our sleeves for a couple hours, just talking about life in general. And, you know, it just made sense for the whole feel of the record. And, you know, I just kept going back to the title, What Not To, and it just made sense. You know, the whole album's talking about living and learning and the stuff I've lived and learned through in my life. And
I feel like we need to get one of those.
This kid's he's gonna turn into a treat. Yeah, I definitely both, I guess. You know, I definitely knew that I wanted to kind of tell my truth behind some of those things, and you know, there's a couple different things. We got, you know, the theme of gambling in casino, and my take on that is life's a gamble. You know, no matter what you're doing in life, and then there's a theme of you know, whiskey, and there's a theme of, you know, relationships and, you know, breakups and, you know, being in love and what are you doing? You want to lay down? Sorry, I forgot your question. This is so hard to focus on my answers. And yeah, no, everything was super intentional, and even down to the track listing and the way the songs are sequenced, and even down to the album art. You know, this is my first moment and my first opportunity to kind of, you know, scratch the surface on letting the world know who I am and where I came from and why I am the way I am. And you know, I think that even the album art is just raw me, and it's just my face, and that's what I wanted. And you know, because the album is definitely scratching the surface on letting people know who I am. I think everything happened so fast for me last year that nobody really got the chance to get to know me. And this is difficult. Yeah. So when I first heard 3-2-1, a couple of my buddies sent it to me, and my immediate thought was, "Wow, this song feels really good." And then you're going ham right now. My immediate thought was, "Wow, this song feels really good." But I was also going through a breakup at the time, and then I started really listening to the. You just bite my finger. I really started listening to lyrics, you know, a couple days after it got sent to me, and I started really relating to it in that time, and you know, going through the breakup and everything, like questioning, did I make the right decision? Is that the one that got away? Kind of deal, and that's what the song's talking about. So I just related to it lyrically, and it made me feel good listening to. You know, nothing beats. I love the contrast, brother.
Hey, they're very good about doing it out of camera. They'll give them that.
For real? Yeah, she's like, you should not. I didn't know I could say that, but yeah, I do have a music video coming for 3-2-1, and then another music video in the works for another one of the tracks, which I'm really excited about. That's gonna be a cool video. Me and my content guy, we've been, you know, pitching ideas back and forth for a couple months now about one of the tracks, and I don't know, it's gonna be a special moment. I mean, I'm excited to create it.
Are you gonna show any acting skills?
Maybe a little bit. We'll see. If these dogs are there, I'll do whatever. Probably. Come on. Come here. Probably because it's, you know, I've been known to like blondes a lot in my life. Pretty much every girlfriend I've ever had has been blonde, and brunettes. Talking about maybe I should probably change that up a little bit because really, their puppy breath is potent. But yeah, I mean, it's Burnett's just talking about maybe I should try something else because the old stuff wasn't working, and yeah, I don't know. It's just all falls under living and learning and trying new things, and which is what the whole album is. Probably this, hanging out with these dogs, all of it really. I mean, if you think about it, I just started releasing music at the top of last year. And so it's been a little over a year since I dropped Wine and Whiskey, which is my debut single. And it's just been a crazy ride ever since. And I feel like every time I get to walk on stage is, a blessing from the Lord above. And I try to take a couple seconds during every show to remind myself, wow, this is the coolest thing in the world. And kind of just a moment of silence while the band's getting ready to do something else. Or I just look out and I think to myself, thank you, Jesus, for allowing me to do this, and and I get to do cool stuff like this, like hang out with puppies.
Two more questions. There we go.
Come on.
Oh,
Get him,
it's always Trevor.
get him.
Spice you.
I'm usually gonna start off with a nap. Come on. Get him. I'm gonna start off with a nap, and then I'll usually spend it outside doing something, hanging out with friends. Hanging out with friends. Might go fishing. Whatever heals the soul. I was talking to somebody last night actually, and we were talking about the difference between rest and sleep. And I've been struggling, deciphering the difference. I'll think to myself, maybe if I get like 6 or 7 hours of sleep instead of 4 tonight, I'll feel more rested tomorrow. And get him. Goodness, he's pissed off. Don't do that. You got one too. Look at yours.